So again, good morning. So again, we are going to continue our lectures on Castigliano's theorem. So these problems are very important, so that I am doing many problems regarding this, because they will ask either the theorems or problems regarding this. Okay. Now our next question is: cantilever beam supports a UDL load W and a concentrated load P as shown in the figure. It consists of a load P and a W. Okay, UDL. Okay, it is the length is given. Length is 2 meter. The P is 6 kilonewton. This is 4 kilonewton per meter. EI is 5 meganewton meter square. You can change it as meganewton to kilonewton, because rest all terms are in kilonewton. Okay, determine deflection at free end using Castigliano's theorem. See, they have purposefully asked it. You need to find out the deflection at free end using Castigliano's theorem. Okay, now again we'll do the problem in the similar fashion. So 6 kilonewton force is acting and you are having a section. Find it x distance from this point, and see, and here you can see that a section which is x distance from this point, right? Moment will be px plus wx square by 2. You will integrate it from here to here, here to this point. This is 2, 0 to 2, because p into x plus w, this is what we have done already. Okay, you are just doing it again, that's all. You are giving it the values, that's all. Okay, px plus wx square by 2 the whole square dx. You will integrate it 1 by 2 ei p square x square plus w square x raised to 4 by 4 plus pwx cube into dx, which is from 0 to 2, and then you will integrate it. P square x square becomes x cube by 3, x raised to 4 becomes x raised to 5 by 4 into 5 is 20, x raised to cube becomes x raised to 4 by 4, 0 to 2. Okay, now before applying the limits, the load at free end is P, right? Dou U by dou P becomes 1 by 2A into, we'll differentiate this term. So this becomes 0, 2px cube by 3 plus w x power 4 by 4, which ranges from 0 to 2, will be equal to delta A. Okay, now applying the limits and the values. P you know, x you know, x is from 0 to 2, and w you know. You just apply the limits, you will get the delta A as 4.8 mm. Okay, now a cantilever beam, this will be the last problem regarding Castigliano's theorem, first and second theorem. Okay, a cantilever beam shown in the figure is loaded by a concentrated force at its tip. So here there is a load. Determine the deflection at point of application of force, use Castigliano's theorem. So you need to find out the deflection. Okay, and here the moment of inertia is I1 here, and this is 2I1. So first of all, you need to split the strain energy as U1 for this section and U2 for this section. Okay, you will find a section here XX and YY or something like that. Okay, say we'll see delta A is equal to dou U by dou P. Okay, so U is equal to U1 plus U2. You are making two sections X1 and X2, which is X1 and X2 distance from these 2 points. Okay, so this is 1 1 and this is 2 2. So moment at 1 1 will be P into X1, right? P into X1, simple, which ranges from 0 to L by 2, and M22 is P into L by 2 plus X2. Okay, here also X2 ranges from 0 to L by 2, right? Okay, now you will add both things. Okay, so U1 will be M square by 2 I1, okay, important, into dx1, because here it's x1. Okay, now px1 the whole square dx1 by 2 I1, which ranges from 0 to L by 2, p square x1 square by 2 I1 dx1. You integrate this, x1 square becomes x1 cube by 3, 0 to L by 2, applying the limits, p square by 2 ei1 L by 2 the whole cube by 3 p square by 2 ei, so into L cube by 3 into 2 cube, u1 becomes p square L cube by 48 ei. Okay, now u2 becomes same thing. This was the moment at section 2. You apply this in terms of dx2, right? And then u2 becomes this thing. Okay, you will simply expand it using a plus b the whole square equation. Okay, the same thing you will be doing it. Okay, integrate it, applying the limits from 0 to L by 2. Okay, you will get this answer. Okay, I hope there's no need to explain this, because see here you will add both these equations, and then you need to, the main thing is that you will get strain energy U as 9 p square L cube by 96 ei1. Then you need to find out the deflectionality. So these type of questions can be asked for any competitive exams as well as for your board exams also. So this becomes a simple method to find out the deflections than that you have studied in mechanics of solids. In many of the cases this becomes simple method. Okay, so that's why I hope you understand the concepts on these problems. Okay, thank you.